We're here today to show you this RBM Octopus air tent. Let's have a look inside and see what we have. As you can see, there's 3 boxes. We have the accessories, the floor, and it looks like the main structure. Let's have a look and see what we got in here.
Let's start opening it up and see what we got. Okay, just unpack the boxes. Want to set it on the tarp before we get set up and start reviewing it. Got the 3 bags again. So we do say RBM Octopus, but you can see one of the bags says Coody on it. So just laid the tent out. There's the accessory bags. We'll go through those in just a second. So we're gonna hook the pump up, time how long it takes to fill up, then we'll open up the accessory bags and take it from there.
Let's see how long it takes to fill.
Okay, just hit the start button. So it's our first time filling up this tent. Gonna give it a review. Gonna give it this initial unboxing and review, and we're gonna use it for a day or 2. So right now, we have about 70-degree and sunny weather, but here pretty soon, it is at least calling for about a 50% chance of rain while we'll still be here. So we'll see how this thing does.
So I have to set the tent up. Oh man, hopefully you can still hear me. Right now we're at 2 minutes and 6 seconds, but I just opened a beer. Let's see how long it takes.
So we're still putting it up. You can see that we're at 5 minutes and 22 seconds. It has a floor in it. So we don't know if the one thing was a ground cloth. It's a little bigger than we were expecting. We knew it was gonna be big. And nice sunny day. It's filling up pretty fast.
Oh, did it?
It went right to 6.5 pounds. Pump turns itself off. Oops, let me push stop. And we're at, see that, 6 minutes and 18 seconds. Huh, this filled up quite a bit faster than our Koala Air 7 did.
Bob, wait. Are we riding ATVs or are we reviewing the RBM Outdoors Octopus tent?
I think we should get back to the Octopus tent review.
Okay. However, if you look inside the tent, you can see it does have a floor.
All right, so we took the bag called the floor. We're gonna use it as a ground tarp. It has a really thin floor in it, so we just slid the tent over. I'm assuming you could zip the floor out and still just put the tent on this. A lot of options. You can probably use it as a ground tarp, probably even just put it inside if you wanted. For this time, we have a tarp under it. We have all the accessories up front. We're gonna use it as a ground tarp, and we're just gonna gently pull the tent back on top of it and make it look nice.
We're not entirely sure if we're doing this correctly, but the bag that was marked floor had this really thick PVC tarp cloth in there. We're thinking it may be supposed to be a ground cloth because you can see it comes with these little loops and there's nothing inside to hook that to. So, and they line up perfect. So we're just gonna stake it down.
So you're able to use one stake for both things. You can kind of see even on the next one, they line up perfect. So the tarp, the ground cloth fits perfectly to the bottom of the tent, gives it nice protection. We use a tarp we brought as a foyer up front for just setting everything. Okay, now for our initial review as this tent is going up, we're getting ready to go in. Here is the winter windows. This is the patch kit. Wanted to show you real quick. Comes with a brush, couple patches, bottle of some sort of mixture, and an actual kit to hold it. This was the hand pump with the poles for the Rainfly. This paracord came in with 2 stake bags, came in one of them. All the stakes were the same. There's our warm weather screens. Looks like here we have an octagon-shaped hammock. We'll show you that more when we go inside. I think it's gonna hang up in the top center, like a shelf. There's the Rainfly bag. There is the ground cloth bag. Just got the ground cloth down. We staked it. There's the Rainfly. The accessories came with poles, pump, came with a patch kit, the stakes, The windows we have sitting right there, staked down. The ground cloth just fits perfectly. Got some vents, windows everywhere. So if you're in a scenic spot, family picnic, anything, this is just perfect for being able to see out. We're thinking fall colors, views of the mountains, lakes, or rivers, beautiful wooded campsites. Even if you're just on a family picnic and you want to just take this and hook a pump up to it, even without a floor, hurry up and stake it down. Doesn't take long. You now have a spot to keep out of if it's raining or the bugs or out of the sun. Someone could take a nap if you have little ones or anybody who needs to. Let's check out the inside of this.
Are you ready to come on in?
Let's check this interior out.
Very nice, sturdy zippers. You can tell there's a lot of windows.
Windows all along the top.
It's pretty cool how these windows open and what you do to hold the fabric when they're open. I think it's really cool. You're not really breaking your arm on it. I'll show you what I mean. Just gonna kind of grab this and give it a little roll. Just tuck it on up there.
So I need to put a screen in. Right now that's just exposed to the outside.
And it did come with the screens.
Came with the screens.
I'm just going to show you how the screens go on. Pretty simple. You'll see there's two zipper pulls. Just line them up right by each other. And then on the screen, it's just like a jacket. You'll see two ends. I just fold that back just a tad and feed it into the zippers like you would, again, just like a jacket. So you snap it in just like a jacket, and then you just zip it on.
She's putting each one of these in just a matter of a few seconds, so
Very
pretty
simple.
quick. This is just how it would be to put the warm weather windows in as well.
They're nice and thick.
Even though we're going to put the stove in here just to show you, it's just not cold enough out for us to put all the winter windows in right now. There you go.
Nice and airy.
And we'll just leave the screens in too. This is how it's starting to take shape. Just to really give you an idea of how tall this tent is. I'm 6'5", tips of my fingers reach 8 feet. There's another 6 or 8 inches at least. So we're looking 9 feet. You know, look at this space in here and how high the walls are and how the beautiful exterior lighting and screens. So this tent is very spacious with high sides, and we're opening it all up now. What you're looking through, we're gonna zip a screen in, show you just how to do that. But I'd like to take a second just to show you how quick this is. You do that, we can roll this up, and just within a matter of seconds, we're letting in a lot of the nature's beauty, just that fast.
Be great for stargazing when we're laying in bed tonight.
And there is a couple of spots that we're gonna notice that will unzip, and you'll see you can't go to outside because that's a vent. Outside there's a thing like a Velcroed on stick that will prop up, and there's multiple vents around the top as well. It looks like there's 3 of them. Got the tent, the screens all in. There's 3 vents on the top. Each vent is where a door is. The door has a permanent screen, and the door, you can see here, and you're gonna see the zipper. So that's for zipping in the cold weather stuff there. Nice thick material. And again, these are the air tubes. There's a vent. So there's 3 vents, each over the door. Very big tent. Here's where the stove jack is. And then next to, in between the vents, you're gonna have a skylight. It's a permanent skylight that you can close from the inside. So you have a door, a panel for the stove, another screen door, another vent. Now, just a big, nice viewing point. This is the back of the tent for us. You're gonna see here, we have 2 skylights in a row. And in the back of the tent, the bottom, that bottom piece there is another fill or empty station for the air. It is one continuous air tube. We have the ground cloth underneath it. We could zip out the floor that's in it now, if we'd like, and just use that, or we could take both out and just be right on the ground. So you can notice the skylights all along it. And here's another door. There is 3 doors on it, 3 vents, 8 sides. It is time to go in, show off the inside just a little bit more. You're going to see up top, we have like an octagon-shaped shelf up there. So it's blocking the very top center skylight. We have all the doors open. Very easy to do. We got the screens in now. Give you a good idea. You just roll it up, tuck it there. There's what the vent looks like from the inside, and you can zip open and close the screens. You can see our friend, the octopus, hanging out with us. And then this gives you an idea of what the removable center shelf is. And then over here, we have the stove jack, which we can unzip this whole parcel. Don't feel we need to. You got your venting tubes, 2 of them, probably a place for the cords to come in and out here, or a storage pocket. And then we also have this storage pocket here. There's 2 of these storage pockets here, the 2 vents, the zippered pocket there. There's 1 other storage pocket here. Remember, we could just as easily put in all the cold weather windows throughout all these with the outside zippers, then it would look like that all around. Very thick, strong material. Impressive. This material here is very similar to our Koala Air 7 tent. It's got the big dome feel. We feel very one with nature, with whatever your surrounding is here. Let's get that stove in, take a look. And also, we're gonna push this tent a little bit too. So if you're following along, thinking about buying something like this, you might wanna like or subscribe, because we're gonna take these tents and we're gonna use them in really cold temperatures, heavy rains, things like that over the next year or 2. So we have 2 of these inflatable tents that we're really gonna push.
We're not anticipating any rain, and I also don't think the tent alone would leak. I'm not sure. Not real familiar with it. We just got it. But we decided to show you the rain tarp so you can get an idea of what that looks like. We basically just threw it over. You can see at the bottoms, there's a place where you would put this into the stake and then tighten it. And then I also wanted to show you that it does come with 2 of these poles. You can see are just the telescoping normal type tent poles. Of course, I still have the plastic on it, but you get the basic idea. You would just get them out that way, find that pointy end, and then when you unzip this front part of the tent, you can have it come straight out, and there's a hole for the pole, so you'd have a little awning coming out. Just kind of an idea of what you can do with this. Again, we're not expecting any inclement weather, so I don't know if we're going to utilize this because we want to be able to really take advantage of the great views here with this tent.
We just put the Rainfly on. We just draped it over. Wanted to show you, it came with 2 poles, so it's not staked. That's why we're standing here holding it, because we don't think we're going to be using it, because we really want to see out of it. If it does rain, there's always that chance of it up here in Michigan. Then we want to see if the tent holds the water and stays watertight even without the Rainfly. Our last one does. So you can get a good look though how awesome this Rainfly is. It's very nice. This tent comes with the ground cloth, the poles, the Rainfly, so far is really feels like a nice tent.
Yeah, and these poles are nice. They have different heights you can put them at, so you can vary it. Let's say you need to, you know, the water's building up on that tarp, the awning that you build with it, it's lowered. Just push that button in and this little silver piece will pop on up. There's 4 different heights. Pretty nifty.
All right, so we're just undoing our stove. I got this stovepipe cleaner. We already noticed there's a little bit of gunk built up in our pipes from just burning it for 2 days. So I'm gonna use the pipe cleaner before we set it up. Even though I'm just doing a review of this tent, we're gonna do a good review of it. We wanna see, but you can see quite a bit of black soot stuff's already coming out. So I don't know if the camera picked it up or not, but quite a bit is. So we're just gonna clean it up real quick and then put it on the tent. See the stove jack coming out? We secured it because these walls are so straight that we wanted to kind of keep the pipe pulled outward a little. So we'll show you what it looks like in there. And we're gonna also do a little more with this tent just to see how it holds up before we finish out this review on it. So there's the stove in there. We are gonna use it, and that's gonna be without the windows. There's our friend, the octopus, hanging on the shelf in the middle. All right. Let's put this tent to the test a little bit before we end this out. Use it for a couple days. Now we got the initial review out of the way. Let's see how it performs.
Come on in. I wanted to give my first impressions of this tent. So far, I think it's amazing. I love it. I think the fabric's really nice. You can see the beams are really sturdy. I love the extra thoughts like the hammock for the top, the side pockets for storage. I love how these open and you just bloop them into these little compartments up here. I love that. I've never seen that in a tent before, and I love the skylights. First impressions, this tent's badass.
Just getting back from dinner from the Dirty Duck. Still really excited. It's our first trip out in this RBM Octopus tent here. Big octagon tent. I'm just taking a look in here. You can really just see.
Hi, everyone. Just setting up a little bit, getting some mood lighting for later when you come in after the fire. What else do we have the fire in here?
She's setting up candles, coffee station, and the wood stove.
It's awesome in here. I love this tent. I'm so excited. I think the engineers did an amazing job. Things that you notice once you start staying in a tent. And we'll follow up on that later, but I just have to say I love this octopus tent so much. I love the octopus.
We're excited. Just waking up, got the fire going, got down to about 40 degrees last night. Coffee's brewing, and we're packing up. Had a nice few days here. Tent did great. It really holds heat well. Kind of a view you wake up to. It was nice last night. You could see the stars.
It was nice looking at the stars.
You really could see. It was really clear, and you could see the stars really nice just laying from right in your bed. Got a nice fire going. So ending up our initial review, unboxing of this, we used this for a few days. So there's the stove jack. We used the stove in it. It rained really hard on us. It was, without the Rainfly, it was perfectly dry. It got windy. We didn't really notice it. Maybe 20, 30 mile an hour winds. It did not blow us all around. Did really, really well. Has an awe factor that's just second to none as far as all the skylights up top. Let's go in and finish out this review. Okay, after a weekend of use, initial unboxing, the RBM Outdoors Octopus. Here we're ending out the video and the review on it. Just showing you the awe factor it has. Oh, go ahead.
I just wanted to go into some of the engineering because I'm so impressed with this tent. One of the things they did, you could see this is where you would have your electric cord come in. This is where you could have like heater vents, things like that, maybe an AC. So your cords come in here, and then look at this beam. Has elastic or Velcro tabs up it that go up to the center, so you could have a cord going up if you needed to for a light. Also, you see those little black hooks are for the hammock that we had up there while we were camping. It would be nice to leave the skylight open though, because we were laid in bed looking at the stars. So I think that I like. I love how these roll up, which we showed you at the beginning, but I want to show you something really cool. The floor does zip off. And you can see that we have the ground tarp that's called a floor under it. So you could take both of these off and just set this as a gazebo right onto the ground. Or you could simply put the ground cloth down and have it that way. Maybe you're camping in the winter, somewhere you don't want this top one. But it does zip all the way off if you were to want to do that. So a little bit more of the engineering that I thought was so clever. One thing I would really love, and the Velcro tabs kind of reminded me of it since I like to hang fairy lights and it's a very glamping type of camp or tent, is it would be nice if there were little Velcro tabs up each beam or something you could hook fairy lights onto.
Another thing we thought that would be love to see RBM offer would be, this is the stove jack, a zip in up to maybe here, zip in extra, even if it didn't come with the tent, some sort of silicone fireproof matting. It held up really well. We burned our stove for 2 days here, no problems at all, but we cooked on it, and I don't know if the camera's picking it up, but it got grease on here. So for heat reasons, for grease reasons, when you're cooking on it in colder weather, with how the stove has to go, we'd love to see that as an additional feature. And also, you see me a lot of times, you'll grab these, and it went from 40 degrees Fahrenheit cold up to about 70 and sunny, and they never lost any pressure at all.
And we had the stove going, getting it nice and warm in here too, because we've heard people talk about the pressure changing in the beams. We didn't see that at all. And I did also, as you mentioned, the grease did splatter on the wall. It also splattered on the floor. It wiped right off the floor. So maybe if this panel were the same material of the floor, or like Bob said, something zipping in would be really nice for cooking in the tent.
Overall, we're blown away. We are going to push this tent. We're going to use it in the hot, in the cold. It's versatile as heck. You could take the floors out like Tina just showed you. You can use it as just a place to get out of the sun.
Yeah.
You can use it as a screen room, a tent, place someone could take a nap. It's extremely versatile, and it really keeps you warm and does waterproof without the Rainfly even. We were very waterproof and just did a great job. We used it for 2 nights, unboxed it, initial review and everything here. Keep watching because we're going to push this tent every chance we get.
I can't wait to use it again.